The coastal drama The Bay returns for a fourth season. Is there really that much crime in Morecambe? I'm just kidding. But the big question, is the fourth season just as good and worth you diving in and watching? Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. My name is Carl. Today's video is my review for the ITV mystery drama The Bay Season 4, which I have finally just finished watching. This season has had two different directors and it's continued to be written by the brilliant Richard Clarke, who just has that knack of writing good material and sucking you in and keeping you hooked. Please do get involved in the comments. I would love to know for this video, have you seen The Bay Season 4? If so, what are your own personal thoughts on this season? Thank you. The story follows DS Jen Townsend, played by Marsha Thomason, and the team as they're called out to a late night crime scene that soon unfolds into tragedy. DS Townsend realises that this shattered family are soon going to need every kind of support available. Grieving husband Dean, played by Joe Armstrong, is in complete shock of what's just happened and totally unprepared for caring for his 4 children. But when D.I. Manning gets his team together and they start searching and digging deeper into the case, they discover secrets and lies surrounding the family. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the Bay Season 4 trailer to put in, which is such a shame because I know a lot of you guys that are familiar with my channel do like me putting trailers in my reviews, especially if you're watching from another country. However, I did find a short clip on the cast and they are on set of Season 4.
Oh my God, it's so great coming back to do another series. It's really nice to see everybody.
It's honestly brilliant. I've really missed it. It's lovely.
I'm overjoyed to be back here. I love being on this job. It's just so much fun.
We feel very established now as a team. It's just brilliant to be back.
It's a joy coming back to the Bay. It's the greatest cast, the greatest crew. It's just the best thing to come back.
Season 4 of The Bay will keep you guessing all the way to the final episode. There was a brief moment where I thought I did solve the case as early as episode 2, but the writers had that covered. I should have realised it wouldn't have been that obvious. The long opening scene in episode 1 before those credits I thought was spot on and brilliant. It started off by showing us different areas of Morecambe at night before switching to DS Townsend working late in her office, then introducing us to the new characters of Season 4, the Metcalfe family. One small thing I did notice which I thought was very clever. It was one of those moments, if you blink you'll miss it. Once the emergency services arrived at the crime scene, we switched to this aerial view of Morecambe, and it was a huge area of Morecambe. But right up in the top corner, you could see the flashing blue lights of the emergency services. I even had to pause the TV just to double check. That was a very clever touch. While we're talking about the emergency services, who do a bloody fantastic job in real life, there were a couple of separate scenes involving the fireman in charge and DS Clarke and also D.I. Manning. You could feel that tension when they were at the crime scene, almost as if they hated each other. If that is a real thing in real life, anybody who knows out there, if you do get in each other's way at a crime scene, please do put in those comments down below. There is just something about this drama. Yes, we know it's well written, which is great for us as the audience watching. But whatever the guys do in charge, it just works. Keeping the original cast together from Season 1. Replacing Morven Christie with Marsha Thomason back in Season 3. Even the one-season characters are so good at acting. The whole team on set and behind the scenes are such a solid, strong unit, and you can tell they have a lot of fun filming together. The story for season 4 I thought was very good. It was nice to see more of our characters' home and personal life. For instance, D.I. Manning. In the early episodes we can see that something isn't quite right. He's been distracted by his personal life on his phone, that sort of thing. Then in episode 4 it all kicks off big time and gets very embarrassing for him. I think Daniel Ryan is brilliant in this drama. I've just said the story was good. However, I do feel the story wasn't as good as season 3. Although season 4 the story did touch on a few important issues in life. Losing someone, there were some very sad scenes to watch. Marriage, parenting, tackling bullying. There was probably a few more issues that I've forgotten to mention as well among the story. I did mention in my review for season 3 how I loved the way they had these aerial shots of Morecambe. I'm so pleased they continued to input these into season 4. I loved looking at the aerial views of the bay of Morecambe. It looks such a nice place to visit in the summer. I also like the long intros before those beginning credits. So was the Bay season 4 worth watching? It told a good story that flowed at a steady pace. However, I do feel that pace did slow down a little in episode 6, the final episode, while they were explaining what actually happened. I love the way all the loose ends were tied up. There were a couple of things I noticed in the beginning episodes and I thought, oh, they haven't really explained that well. Then in episode 6 they explained it perfectly, which I thought was brilliant. I did binge watch every episode, which I feel is the best way to do this, because I would imagine if you were watching every single week, you might have been left feeling a little bit frustrated because the episodes finished on cliffhangers. I would recommend watching. You do not have to watch previous seasons of The Bay to watch this because it's not continued, but you probably all watched the previous seasons if you're a fan. There's 6 episodes of The Bay season 4 to watch. All episodes are available to stream now. Each episode has a running time of roughly around about 45 minutes long. There's no sex or nudity, there is profanity, and there is a little bit of violence in there as well. I give the ITV drama The Bay season 4 3.5 out of 5 popcorns. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my review of The Bay season 4. If you like this video, please do give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe if you can. Thank you so much guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.